Lance, talk to us right now about your life before Quarterly Rocks, okay, and your life now with Quarterly Rocks as a high quick start, as a entrepreneurial thinker.
Oh, what a pain it was before Quarterly Rocks. I have a list up here I can see of all the possible things that we could be working on. And it's starting a project and never finishing a project. It's going to your team, I want to get this done. And we do like a week of work on it, and then it doesn't get done. And then I'm afraid to talk about it again almost because, of course, it never got done. It's sort of losing credibility with your own team, even though they won't tell you that. Once you have a Quarterly Rock, which needs to be, which I've learned from marketing, a coach, I didn't know before, which needs to be written down, communicated clearly, and then answered back to about what do you understand the communication of the Quarterly Rock to mean to you, team member. That's when we can get on the same page and get something done. And within 3 weeks of being explained that in Coach and demonstrated that in Coach, we were able to establish a Quarterly Rock we had just made, which was, how are we going to advertise for, test, and hire an internal marketing person, which was the goal by the end of this month to have that done. And we made an offer last week, and we have a person starting next week. So I feel very certain that without learning about that in Coach, how to actually do it and how it is that your team does it, that it would not have happened. And it's still a challenge being a high quick start to adhere to this method, but the result has already shown us as happy as I've ever been because it's given my mind some direction. Right. My mind is all over the place, this initiative, that initiative, and but sort of the things that we don't do, as you've said, that are even more important than the things that we do. So.
Is her name Holly Williams?
She's on there. That's right.
Oh, that's awesome. So she's in the chat right now.
She doesn't start till next week, but she's already learning. So
love it. So my last question to you, Lance, you've seen a lot of success. Talk to us about, well, the one thing I want to note to everyone, what Lance is talking about. Lance is a very entrepreneurial lawyer. I was going to say an entrepreneur because you really remind me of, you're in that 1% where you're a business owner that happens to run a law firm rather than a law firm owner that tries to be a business owner. Lance suffered from what I call drive-by delegations. And Lance and I have very similar personality traits where we're high quick start, which I'm going to explain to you guys what that means when I show you the Kolbe personality assessment. A high quick start is an entrepreneurial guy. It's a guy or gal that has a lot of ideas, too many ideas for hours in the day. And how that materializes is in what are called drive-by delegations, where it's like, I'm really excited about this and blah, blah, let's get this done. Let's get it next week. And then the next idea comes 3 days later before the first one. And then it creates this cycle of unfinished projects. So Lance, talk to us about the structure of what I'm about to show everyone is the project plans. I'm going to show them Basecamp and organizing big marketing initiatives in one place so everyone can see it in one place. Talk to us, aside from Quarterly Rocks, talk to us about the structure of taking your ideas and your visions for the firm and putting it in one place so everyone can actually see your ideas productized.
Yeah, that was, such simple procedures have such a big benefit, it seems like, which it sounds like you're going to discuss the project plan, which you explained and taught us in Coach, a project plan where what I did for one project is here's the goal, here's the project. I want to create this internal process for updating current clients because we're weak in that area, and then choose what things have to be true for this to be successful. Well, we need 25 dedicated generic update videos that go out. We need the written process for when those are going to be sent and who's going to send them. We're going to need those type of things, about 5 different things. And then you had us write down what is the result. If we do this, what result can we expect that would be good, which means we're going to have much happier clients. There's going to be much less anxiety for me if we have a process for updating clients about what's going on in their cases, because we're getting so big that just randomly updating clients isn't enough. And then what will be the result if we don't follow through with this, which will be just continued stress, lower quality clients, more upset clients. And what does this mean to the people working on the project? And so we have to choose who's specifically going to work on the project and who's responsible for the project.
So Lance, I want to show everyone. Can you see this, Lance, the project
Yes,
plan?
I can.
So
Yes.
I'm kind of skipping ahead, guys, but this is the Holy Grail. Okay. This is the Holy Grail. Okay. This is what Lance is talking about. Every idea that you have to grow the firm needs to be productized in the form of a project plan. Okay. Where you state what department is this idea falling under? Is it operations, marketing? Okay. Is it a leadership team thing? Is it an HR thing? What's the result you want from this? Oftentimes lawyers will go, something along the lines of revamp website. That's not a result. Okay. 2x% of leads that come to our website into actual scheduled consultations by editing website is way more clear to the team so that you can always bring them back to the result. Because otherwise, if someone's getting paid a flat rate salary, they're not going to think in a results economy like an entrepreneur. Then you have your itemized truths. Okay. Your itemized truths are the 4 or 5 things that must be true once this project is finished. Then Lance is talking about if done successfully, what happens? If not done at all, what happens? Okay. What are the positives and what are the negatives of inaction, positives of action, negatives of inaction, priority rating, date of creation, date of clear communication. We're going to go through this in a minute. Lance, thank you so much for the time. I appreciate you taking the time out.
Absolutely.